Have I ever told you about my hair loss situation? Well, let me tell you, I can remember the day so vividly. I was standing in my tiny little 525 square foot apartment in Lisle, Illinois, in the shower. I was standing there motionless, just staring at this wad of hair cemented to the shower wall, as if it were a piece of art. But it was no piece of art. It actually looked like a gross rat. I stood there, and all you could hear was the shower crashing to the floor, motionless, with nothing but fear going through me. Fear, you ask, of what? Well, first and foremost, fear of touching my head again, because I just knew I was going to feel even more strands of hair falling to the palms of my hand, waiting to be cemented back up on that wall with the rest of that piece of art that I was speaking about. But more importantly, the big fear, I was losing my hair. The writing was on the wall. I was losing my hair. You guys, I let this go on for days, which turned into weeks and then months. Months of going through pure anxiety every time I had to wash my hair, brush my hair, or even have somebody touch my head for any reason. Pure anxiety would go through me. I spent so many hours with a mirror up above looking to see how wide my part was getting. I did nothing but ponytails for months because I felt like I had to cover up the expanding part on my head. Everything to cover it up, because why? What are people going to think? Everybody's going to notice that I'm losing my hair. And you guys, I'm going to be bald by 37 years old. That was exactly what I was thinking. I'm going to be bald if I don't do something about this. So it took me months, but vanity will kick you into action better than anything, I would say. So I made a call to the doctor because I was so ready to walk in, get an answer, and have a solution. So when I went to the appointment that day, I was full of excitement and hope. This is going to be that day. I'm going to get a solution and I'm going to stop this nightmare, because it had gotten so bad that not only was I losing so much, but my anxiety was skyrocketing and I was exhausted at the same time. So it wasn't only just hair loss, my quality of life went down. So I went into the doctor's office, and guess what? I was only given a pill and told to relax. Here, take this, and this will make you feel better. Yep. That was the day, you guys, that I took my health into my own hands. I went home and I began years of researching. Through my research, I discovered right away that mineral deficiencies, vitamin and mineral deficiencies, could have been causing my hair loss. Sure enough, I had iron deficiency anemia. So what did I do? Proactive, found that solution. And yes, by supplementing, I was resolving my issue. But I had bouts of this going on for years: anxiety, exhaustion, hair loss. Years and years. For about 8 years, I would take 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. I would try something new. Okay, yes, this is going to be my answer. And I would experience some results only to fall backwards again. And this was draining. It was truly, truly draining. But suddenly I came upon this course. It was called Gut Thrive in 5. I had followed Krista Recchio for quite some time, 8 years. And I started reading through this. And as I was reading through it, I was like, this is me. This explains why I've had all these health issues. Because on the outside, I looked healthy. But on the inside, I was literally feeling like I was just dying. I was lifeless, just unmotivated, uninspired, and just getting through my day. So when I read through this, I was like, this is my answer. And I was getting excited. I was getting filled with hope once again. And then as I read further on, I saw the price. And I was like, oh, I can't do it. This is too expensive. How can I afford this? This is more than the disposable income that my gymnastics coaching career allowed for me. And I went from feeling excited to really defeated. I really felt like I just don't know if I can do this. And I let it sit. I sat on that for it was probably about a week. But then as I sat on it and I thought about it, I was like, okay, this is a no-brainer. It was like, make a choice. You're either going to exist as you are and feel lifeless, unmotivated, exhausted, anxious, not to mention bloated and all that digestive mess. Or I could dive into the program and change my life. So what did I do? I took the risk on the program, but more importantly on myself. And I said yes. And the program was called, like I said, Gut Thrive 5 to Heal a Leaky Gut. That program changed my life personally and professionally. It changed my life. Why am I telling you this? Well, you may be somebody who's losing your hair like I was. Or perhaps you're on the scale and you're just watching the numbers elevator up every time you step onto it. Maybe a doctor presented your mortality in front of your eyes because you're type 2 diabetic. Whatever your reason is, and whatever decision you are facing in this moment, and you're thinking, I don't know if I can do this, you're not alone. And secondly, there is a solution. There's always a solution. If this resonates with you in any shape or form, let's chat. I'd love to connect. You can set up a free 20-minute phone consultation and let's just chat and see what your solution could potentially be. Thanks, guys.